What is the best option to show a message over the content of your application? For example, for a submenu or, or an alert, a warning. So today we're going to see which is the best one. That is basically the pop-ups. We can use pop-ups in our games, in the different scenes, to show content to the user in front of all the background and the scene that they are currently checking. So they can make some actions and then go back to what they were doing. So in today's video, we're going to see how we can create a pop-up in Unity, and it will be really useful for you. I'm sure you're going to use it in your games and apps. Let's go to Unity and let's see.
Perfect, so here we are in Unity again, as we like. And what we are going to do is implement a pop-up, as we have already mentioned. I'm going to show you how I do it, my recommendation, and I will give you the reasons why I do it in this way. So let's start and set up, first of all, the visual design that we want to implement. We will do a simple one. Later on, you can make it more beautiful, look more attractive if you want. So I will go to the canvas, right button click, and I will create an empty object that I'm going to call it pop-up. Okay. Inside this empty object, right button click, I will create a UI image, an image. This is going to be the background of the pop-up. And I will make it a bit bigger, for example, 500, 500. Keep into account the resolution right now is 1000 per 700, so it's enough. It will look like this. It will cover this area in the screen, the pop-up. Inside this background pop-up, I will include a new UI element of type text just to show a message. Okay? So this is the overall idea. Let's put the text. For example, this is a warning message. Yeah, let's make it black because the text was white and we didn't see it. I will make it a bit bigger, place it in the middle, and yeah, let's reserve a bit more of a space for this text. Right now we are only reserving this. Let's reserve 400 and 200. Yeah, like this is looking good. Now the text is inside the reserved area. Great. So in here, this is just a simple pop-up with a message because I want to show you how you can create it over the rest of the content of the scene. This is why we are creating it at the bottom. If you modify this, for example, you move it up, this pop-up will be behind all the elements. So we need to put it, the first of all, in the canvas, it should be the last element. This means it's the first one that the user will see in front of his eyes. So important the position where you include this empty object that contains everything. And one more thing I will suggest as a recommendation is that inside the pop-up you also create another image. Okay, in this case it's going to be background black. You place it in the back, so you move it up. Color should be black and it should cover the full screen. So in this case 1280 of white and 720 of height. It will look like this, but for sure we are going to make it a bit transparent. So we're going to change the color and the alpha channel, we're going to decrease it to half of it, as this. So as you can see, if you include this black background with transparency, it will allow the user to focus on what is being shown in the pop-up. It will lose the point of attention in the rest of the scene, in the background. Let's see the comparison with and without this. So you can see the effect that is to focus on what we are right now showing in the pop-up. That is what we want. Perfect. So why I am doing it in this way? On the one side, I have already explained why this black background with a bit of transparency. But on the other side, I am including everything inside this empty object so that I can easily show and hide all these UI elements at once. not having to go one by one. If I disable this parent object, all of them go at the same moment, okay? So I will save time, not having to write a lot more lines of code in the script, removing one by one the text, the image, and the background black. So I will use the parent, the pop-up, empty one, to disable and enable this pop-up and show the message when I want. Perfect, so by default this pop-up will not be shown, will be disabled, as you can see now in gray. I will save, and we can say that right now we have the design, the UI design of what we want, that is the pop-up. Now what we should do is modify the script of this scene, loading a scene, so that we can show it when we need. So let's go to the script that is managing the scene, and what we will do is basically that on the start we are going to show the pop-up. Okay, so we will show it on the start. We can also show it when we click a button, for example the play button. Yeah, let's do that. Instead of the start, let's show the pop-up when we click the play button. We will comment the logic that is now being done when we click the play button, that is this one. And what we will do is, okay, once you click the play button, you are going to show the pop-up. For that, we are going to define a public game object. I will call it pop-up, very original as you can see. And we are going to play with this object. This object will be the reference to the parent object that contains everything. So what we will do is that when we click play, when we run this method, pop-up will be activated. Set active method will be put to true, and this will enable it and we will show it. We save, okay? We go back to the scene. The button is already configured, so the button play, that is this one, already is reading. Oh no, it's reading from the Ad Manager script. Okay, so we should change this to the loading controller. And what we should do is run this new method, the play, when we click on it. So when we click the play button, it will run inside the loading script the play method that will show the pop-up. Before going ahead and testing, let's go to the script that is loading, and as you can see, the pop-up game object that we have set up in the script is not being referenced in the scene. So let's drag and drop this object in here. So the script knows, okay, when I activate or deactivate this game object, what is the object in the scene that I should do the changes? Is this one, pop-up. Perfect, so let's save and let's see that this is working fine, okay? So we are playing in a moment of time. We are triggering it by clicking a button, but you can trigger it, for example, if the player dies, you can trigger this action and show a pop-up, end of the game, with your score, etc. In this case, we're going to trigger it with a button, but in your case, you can just adapt it to your need. We click and the pop-up is shown as you can see. This is a warning message. Perfect. So it's working. We have a pop-up. We have created a very simple one, but we have seen some suggestions on how to do it in the best way possible to have the attention of the user, focus on it, and also how we can trigger it. We can enable a parent object with all the elements inside. We can trigger this in any moment in our game. I have done it with a button, and you can do it as you need in your game, including it in the logic that you already have. Perfect. So this is it. This is it for this tutorial of creating a pop-up. This is something very basic. You will need to show warning messages. You will need to show just information messages. Also, you want to show maybe some sub-menus where the user can do configurations, disable the music, enable the music, just go and discover new games, whatever you want. And it's very interesting to use the pop-ups to optimize and not have a lot of scenes, one scene for each small thing you want to do in your game. So inside the same scene, in this one, in the main menu, we can show a pop-up. We don't need to move to another scene. And that's it. We optimize the game. So hope this was very useful for you. Thanks a lot for being until here, until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more tutorials. Don't miss anything. And let me know in the comments if you have any idea, any problem, anything about Unity that you would like to discuss with me. Thanks a lot and hope you have a very good day.